Hey everyone, Kalo here, and welcome to my first TDT Breakaway Breakdown. Today we'll be looking at the match between the All-Stars from the TwitchCon Unboxing Showcase, Exhibition 8, and the developer team, Salty Runback, in the second ever Throwdown Thursday held at Amazon Game Studios. On the exhibition stage, E8 dominated, taking a 3-0 victory over their opponents, but consistently strong team play from the devs, along with lacking practice as a group since the exhibition match, led to some worries about how they would fare against Salty Runback. With some amazing and bold plays coming out from both sides in the earlier parts of this first game, we find ourselves in round 5 of what's agreed to be the best match of Breakaway played on stream ever. We start a minute into the round with Salty, on the blue side, clearing the ball after a soft push from the red E8. Immediately, Rip pushes onto Bao to instigate the Spartacus 1v1 in the background. This would be fine, except that despite a gold advantage in E8's favor, Bao has an individual lead over Rip, sporting tier 3 attack and epic armor to Rip's epic attack and tier 3 health, giving Bao 20% damage reduction to Rip's 10% damage increase. This slight advantage is due not to KDA lead, which Rip was actually slightly ahead in, but to Bao's superior buys, especially buildable damage, which has been racking up value throughout the match. All that being said, the 1v1 still ends in what is basically a tie, as Bao kills Rip, but then heads back to base to wait for a full heal. Meanwhile, the rest of Salty starts their push at a disadvantage. Godspeed's Ambani has effectively poked Zinramu down, leaving him at half health, and then Godspeed beautifully positions himself towards the center of the map, damaging Earl Grey's Alona so much that he is forced to ult himself instead of his tanks. As Berserker Mike continues to push forward, Gutter Magic Spartacus quickly swoops in to clean up the Alona and almost Thorgrim too, but with a bit of luck and dodgy plays, it takes E8 just that much longer to take out Salty's remaining tanks, making the start of their own push a 2v2. The initial positioning for both teams is quite good here, but as soon as Zinramu makes even the slightest move forward, Anbani drops back and Sejim's attention is turned away from the nearly dead Spartacus. Rip makes a good attempt at stalling the two remaining defenders, but no one else from E8 is there to help finish the score, and by the time Godspeed and Sejim have stopped messing with the tanky Thorgrim, Berserker Mike has respawned, clearing the ball quickly. Salty's quick push back here is super important. They position themselves on the right side of the map and wait for Bao to catch up. The goal here? This. Gutter Magic initially tries to contest Bao's raid, but Berserker Mike is quick to back him up, using his sheer tankiness to walk boldly into the enemy team as Bao swiftly annihilates all of their ballistas with the help of the items we mentioned earlier. Both tanks on Salty do go down in the process, but E8's counterpush simply isn't organized. Godspeed attempts to toss the relic up so he can double jump and throw it over Zinramu's walls, but Gutter Magic is too close and the pass is accidentally directed at him. On top of this, despite Bao's Spartacus being at next to no health, an amazing Ragnarok Blessing of the Sun combo prevents every attack in the vicinity, nullifies the push, and results in a newly full health Bao. Zinramu clears the ball amidst Godspeed's consistent shooting, and Rip is caught slacking behind the rest of his retreating team, eventually going down despite some attempted backup. Before Rip has even been killed, Berserker Mike trusts his team to finish it and starts pushing forward with his Walk of Thorns, allowing the rest of Salty to reposition for another score attempt. Gutter Magic is caught out in a badly aggressive position by Bao, but he accepts the challenge and they both dash out with slivers of health, only to be immediately brought right back up to full by each team's Alona. Gutter Magic gets greedy here though, trying to rush right back in on Earl Grey, and Bao quickly prevents that, again bringing the red Spartacus down to almost no health. It's at this point that the round is won. As Zinramu continues to pressure the low health Spartacus, Bao instantaneously picks up the relic and Berserker Mike readies to clear a path for him to score. Rip is still dead from when he was caught out earlier, and Sejam is busy trying to toss healing primary attacks at the retreating Gutter Magic, leaving Godspeed alone to prevent this push. He lands a nice jumping shot over the Black Knight to momentarily deter Bao, giving his team a few precious moments to readjust, but Salty's communication and planning wins out here, as Black Knight's already casted Unforgiven triggers its timed explosion, knocking Alona out of the way and forcing Godspeed to jump to the side to avoid his Walk of Thorns, effectively giving Bao a free throw into the goal. I want to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave any additions, criticisms, or thoughts you have down below, and my Twitch and Twitter are in the description. Until next time, stay safe, stay beautiful, and I'll see you all later.